To discuss all this, let's bring in Eric Mandel, Director of the Middle East Political Information Network. Eric, welcome. So now we maybe understand why this TV interview has taken place. Qasem Soleimani sitting, talking to the cameras. He even talked about an attempt to kill him back in 2006 when he was in Lebanon by allegedly the Israelis. Do you think the entire purpose was to show that he's still very much alive?
Well, there's two possibilities. Possibility one, it's true. Israel has gone after mastermind terrorists before, Ahmad Mounani and Jihad, his son, who've been killed. And Israel has a long record and memory of going after people who have blood on their hands. The other possibility is that this is just an excuse to give Iran an excuse to attack Saudi Arabia. Maybe this will be before an attack on Israel, saying this will be in retaliation for this. So this can be all concocted.
So either way, you think that Israel and Saudi Arabia, who might be allegedly involved in this plot, should prepare? That there might be an attack following this story?
Well, whether this story or not, they should be prepared for an attack.
That's true. It might be just a pretext for action.
Exactly. And again, they keep testing. There's been no military kinetic response by the United States or Israel, but Israel hasn't been directly attacked. So you have the United States absorbing, or its allies absorbing attack, Saudi Arabia absorbing attack, but Israel has been hitting multiple times popular mobilization units trained by the Iranians in Iraq, in Syria, in Lebanon.
But does it sound possible to you that Israel might have cooperated? You know, the Iranian statement claims that such a plot has been in the works for years by Israeli and Arab spy agencies. Does it sound possible to you?
It's certainly possible.
It's the Middle East, everything's possible.
Everything's possible.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though, the type of bomb they were describing, this massive type of bomb, is really something that Hezbollah kind of uses. It kind of put, with the Hezbollah thing, a bomb that would kill lots of civilians, a huge bomb that was near where the Soleimani's father, you go for mourners. Something doesn't sound quite right about it, but we all know that the Saudis and the UAE and Israel and America have been working together quietly, intelligence, security, against a common enemy, which is Iran.
What could have been the implication, theoretically, of killing Qasem Soleimani?
I think it would be, the implication would be that nobody is beyond Israel's reach. And by the way, the CIA could be involved in the Magnia killing. CIA was there.
I wanted to ask you, does an operation of this kind, if it really had existed, requires a green light from the White House? Or not really?
You know, I don't know. Who would they be talking to? Because President Trump has sort of
Bolton's out.
Right, Bolton's out. Pompeo, and we hope that the president listens to Pompeo because he really has a depth of knowledge of this region. The president, unfortunately, is more of a transactional president, and in his dealings with Iran, we're hoping that he just doesn't want to have some deal that comes out of this, that he's going to address all the issues if he speaks with the Iranians, but he's got to remember who the Iranians really are. And Soleimani is representative of what this regime is. It's a revolutionary regime that's anti-Western, anti-Semitic, expansionistic, and they think they should be in charge of the whole Middle East. And Saudi Arabia has reason to be fearful because they really want Mecca and Medina.
Meantime, as we mentioned earlier, Iranian President Hassan Rouhani, he says that Iran is still open for diplomacy. He admitted that he was ready to go down this road with the United States last week at the UN General Assembly, but then President Trump threatened more tariffs, more sanctions on Iran after that oil facilities attack on Saudi Arabia. Do you think President Trump should maybe consider giving Iran some break here just to bring them back to the negotiating table and see where it takes us?
Well, he may think that's what you do. It may be in a Western world you do. But in the bazaars of the Middle East, that will look like weakness and appeasement. The president has to remember what America needs. We gave away the store with the Iranian nuclear deal by giving them the right to enrich. We gave away so much because we have no U.S. inspectors there. We're not allowed to go into their military sites. We gave them a sunset provision. They can use advanced centrifuges. They have to back off all of these things. If Iran, according to a fatwa that's supposedly out there by the supreme leader, says we never want to have nuclear weapons, then they should be put to the test. And by the way, if the president really wants to make a deal, he shouldn't be talking with Rouhani. He should be talking with the supreme leader.
Yeah, the question is it even possible? Well, Eric Mandel, thank you.
Pleasure.